Hello students, today we are going to learn about the financial plan, and the financial plan is very comprehensively drafted, and we have to assure that it must cover all the aspects of a suitable financial plan. So it includes various things like pro forma investment decision, pro forma financing decision, pro forma income statement, pro forma cash flow. And next one is pro forma balance sheet, break-even analysis, and economic and social variables. So it's a quite large also, so I advise you to listen it carefully. First of all, we will start with the pro forma investment decision. And you have to remember that here investment means the investment in plant and machinery of a newly started business. How much money we are going to spend in our new plant and machinery, furniture and fixtures, means all fixed assets which we have to acquire, and we have to analyze their cost. At what cost it will be available. And there may be different sets of fixed assets like set A, B, C, and their cost will vary from any number we can say, and we have to pick up those out of these three, any one which is best suitable for us in terms of cost, in terms of quality, in terms of durability. So you just have to remember that the pro forma investment decision is regarding the acquisition or purchasing or buying the fixed assets for a newly startup business. Next one is pro forma financing decision. In this decision, we have to arrange finance for our new company or new venture, and the finance can be arranged if we take the form of business as a joint stock company. In that case, we have two options, either to issue equity shares or to acquire capital through debentures. But issue of equity share capital is compulsory for every company registered in India. So we have only one option, that is use of debt capital. Debt capital include debentures, bonds, public deposit, any type of loan which has a feature that we have to pay interest regularly out of it, out of our profits, or we can say irrespective of profit we have to pay the interest. So our choice is limited. First of all, we have to decide that from these two sources, debt and equity, which one we will prefer. There may be possibility that we will take funds only through equity or only through debt or combination of both. It may be 50-50, it may be 100, we can say it may be in the proportion of 2 is to 1. So it depends on our financing policy or our need and our vision, what we are expecting from our business and what we can do for it. So then only we can choose any source of finance. This is the basic categorization of source of finance, which is divided into two parts, debt and equity. Debt represent all types of loans and equity represent equity share capital. So we can make a proper combination of both of them for financing our company. Next point is pro forma income statement. Income statement refers to the profit and loss account of business. So we have to prepare it in advance with the fact and figure which we can gather through observation, through market survey, through actual cost of the product, actual selling price if we prepare the product. So we have to prepare a income statement in advance for the coming year. Next one is pro forma cash flow statement. Pro forma cash flow statement is a statement in which we have to prepare a report that how much cash is coming into the business and how much is going out. So we can say that cash inflows and outflows are balanced, and then net inflow or net outflow of cash is calculated. So it doesn't means that the company is going in profit or loss, but it tells us about the availability of cash. And there may be three options in the pro forma cash flow statement, like cash flow from investing activities, in which we purchase or sell some fixed assets of our business. Then cash flow from operating activities, in which we generally do our normal operating business, like selling goods which are meant for sales. And last one is cash flow from financing activity, in which we can see that how much cash is coming through the issue of share capital, issue of debentures, and how much is going out through redemption of debentures, or we can say payment of dividend. So there are three categories in pro forma cash flow statement. First one is cash flow from operating activity. Second one is cash flow from investing activity, and third one is cash flow from financing activity. So we have to prepare this pro forma also in advance. Then coming to the next point, that is pro forma balance sheet. In this statement, we have to prepare our balance sheet, like all liabilities have to be written, all assets have to be written, and it must be balanced. So you already know that how to prepare a balance sheet, and the balance sheet will project the business, that how much the assets exceeds the liability. There may be possibility or they may be equal. It depends on how we draft it. And after it, we have to prepare break-even analysis. In the break-even analysis, we have to check the level of output where there is a no profit and no loss to the organization. It is the situation where selling price is equals to cost price. So if the selling price is equals to cost price, there will be neither a profit nor a loss. So this statement help us to produce minimum level of product which can be helpful for us to survive. And what will be the minimum requirement of cash and everything, it depends on the calculation of break-even point, which can be calculated in units or can be calculated in rupees. So this is also required in this stage. And the last one is economic and social variables. It includes all those variables which helps us to justify our business, so that we are taking care of the business and the social environment and sustainable development in all things, so that society will not feel cheated, because we are using continuously the resources of the business, and we must have to pay it, we must have to help the society. So that's all. So overall, in this financial plan, we have to take care of all aspects, like these five type of pro forma, or we can say up to this point there are various pro forma or formats, and these formats must be filled properly after a good survey, good observation. Actual rates of the market must be put in there, then only it will show the true result, otherwise they may be misleading. So this is just an introduction of these item of financial plan, and you can take the help of your textbook also. If you have any queries, you can ask me. Thank you, students.